At around 11 p.m. on December 6, 2016, a man named Julio Perez went with his friend to a convenience store a couple of blocks away from his house. According to what he shared online 2 days after, his friend had been afraid to go by herself because the store parking lot was known to be unsafe after dark. After spending some time at the store and buying dinner at Carl's Jr., Julio said bye to his friend and pulled out of the parking lot. But just a few seconds later, a red car can be seen pulling out of the same parking lot and starting to follow him on his way home. Disturbingly, as soon as Julio arrives at the stop sign, the red Chrysler can be seen pulling up right in front of him and blocking his path.
So, hit me up tomorrow then. Later. Always. I don't play that shit.
Given the circumstances, Julio reacted much quicker than most people would. As soon as he saw someone about to get out of the red car, he put the car in reverse and skillfully backed away. Unfortunately for him, the driver of the red car refused to give up so easily and continued to follow closely. At one point during the chase, the attackers throw an unidentified object at Julio's car in an effort to get him to stop. This is when he decides to call 911 for help. Unfortunately, the suspects managed to get away from the officer during the high-speed chase, and it was never confirmed what his intentions were that night. But judging by his behavior, it's more than likely that this was an attempted carjacking. Had the officer not been at the right place at the right time, Julio would have had to stop at the red light alone, where he would have been at the mercy of the attacker. Because neither the cop nor Julio could get the red Chrysler's license plate, the Albuquerque Police Department couldn't pursue the matter any further, meaning that the suspect probably continued preying on other victims on the road. His footage was captured on a random road on the outskirts of Warsaw, Poland, on March 30th, 2014. Inside the vehicle is a man and his daughter. The road is pretty poorly lit, and even with headlights on, the driver probably can't see more than 20 or 30 feet in front of him. A few seconds into the video, a car traveling in the opposite direction flashes its headlights at the driver in what appears to be a warning. Unfortunately, the driver doesn't have enough time to react, and this is where things take a pretty dark turn.
Jesus Maria!
After swerving to avoid the man standing in the middle of the road, the driver attempts to correct the vehicle's path. However, this is much easier said than done in the heat of the moment. Unable to control the car, the father and daughter fly off the road and come to a rest in a ditch. Although it appears that the man had his back turned to the car at the moment of the incident, there's still no reason to be standing in the middle of a pitch-black road while there are cars passing by. Given the man's irrational behavior, it's possible that he was either under the influence of something or attempting to take his own life. But because the man immediately fled the scene, his true intentions that night are anyone's guess. According to the driver, he and his daughter both sustained minor injuries, and the police were never able to find the mysterious man. In 2018, Lauren and Brian Swenson were in the process of opening a CrossFit gym in Nairobi, Kenya, with 2 local trainers. One day, the Utah couple were on their way to do some filming with their trainers to promote their gym when they suddenly came across a traffic jam on the main road. Soon after taking a detour on a dirt road, the Swensons and the trainers passed 2 officers on foot with weapons who gestured for the couple to give them a ride. For reasons they didn't disclose, they chose not to pick up the officers and continued driving until they came across the white public transport vehicle stopped in the middle of the road. Although the couple didn't notice at the time, the driver of the white van tried to warn them with his headlights, but they missed the signal. And this is where things get disturbing.
I'd rather assume they do, and that's yeah. Drive forward, cross. Yep, drive forward. Drive forward. Hey!
Still there?
Yeah.
Just as they passed the van, 3 men armed with machetes appear from behind the vehicle and charge at the Swenson's car. Reacting quickly to the situation, the driver immediately shifts the vehicle to reverse to gain some distance. As the men get closer, one of the trainers instructs Brian to drive forward, and as he does, one of the attackers tries to reach through the window with his machete. In a Facebook post she shared after the incident, Lauren mentioned that when they first saw the bandits, Brian's window was only partially up, and that he sped back in reverse to buy some time to roll it up. When the bandits attacked the car, the window was cracked a couple of inches, but luckily it wasn't enough for the machete to fit through. As Brian speeds away on the dirt road, one of the trainers mentions that he could see cops arriving at the scene.
The cops? You don't even cops? The cops behind. Yeah, they're running into the... away. Dang! Oh, gunshots. No, they're running after them. Let's get out of here.
Alarmingly, a shot could be heard behind the vehicle, presumably from the confrontation between the cops and the men with machetes. In her Facebook post, Lauren mentioned that if she had picked up the officers or even let them ride on the side rails as they went up the road, they would have likely opened fire on the bandits. Luckily, the Swensons and the trainers were able to ride away safely, but it was not confirmed if anyone was hurt after the encounter. In May of 2021, a series of storms swept through West Virginia, bringing winds as strong as 70 miles per hour to the region. On May 26th, a woman named Amber Reeves was driving down Route 51 in Jefferson County when power lines started falling across the road. This is what her dashcam captured. With a swift maneuver, Amber manages to swerve off the road just in time to avoid the impact of the power lines. She later uploaded the video to Facebook and thanked the people who stopped to help her. These situations are incredibly dangerous for more than one reason. In addition to the threat of being crushed under the weight of the falling power line, electrocution is also a significant risk. If a live power line makes direct contact with a car or even comes close to it, the driver can be fatally electrocuted. The power line could also potentially ignite the car's fuel, leading to a fire or explosion. Luckily, the wires didn't come close enough to Amber's car to do any damage, and she was able to drive away unharmed. This clip was captured in Chile on February 26, 2022, and later uploaded to Reddit. In the footage that was captured by the driver's dashcam, the white car in front can be seen braking more than is necessary and moving a little suspiciously down the road that leads up to a tunnel. The driver with the dashcam keeps his distance as the white car comes to a complete stop. And this is where things get interesting.
As soon as the white car stops, at least 4 suspects jump out and start running towards the driver's car in what we can assume to be a carjacking attempt. Having sensed that something was wrong from the start, the driver reacts in a split second and accelerates quickly. The attackers have just enough time to move out of the way as the driver rams into the white car and takes off the door as he speeds away. One thing that caught many viewers' attention is the fact that the man remained incredibly calm throughout the attempted carjacking. His awareness of the situation and quick thinking ultimately kept him out of harm's way, and based on his behavior, it's very likely that this isn't the first time something like this happened to him. This seems to be echoed by the description that was uploaded to Reddit by the user who posted the video. The caption read, "To give more context, this happened in Chile. I wasn't driving, but I often use that route. Here, this type of carjacking has become so common that it's a risk to get out of the car after 10 p.m., and all drivers have learned to keep their distance from the front cars on exits. There's not a lot of information on this incident online, and it was never confirmed if the carjackers were caught by police or not.
August of 2020, a series of fires broke out across Northern California, causing a wave of destruction the likes of which had only been seen 5 times before in that area. What came to be known as the infamous LNU lightning complex. Multiple fires merged together, burning a total of 363,220 acres, destroying 1,491 structures and heavily damaging another 32, caused by a combination of thousands of lightning strikes, a record-breaking heat wave, and strong winds blowing across the state, the LNU Lightning Complex soon grew to be the sixth largest fire complex in California history. One of the largest fires, known as the Hennessy Blaze, originated in Napa County and eventually merged with 7 other fires to burn over 300,000 acres of wildland. On August 18th, just a day after the Hennessy fire started, a man named Tyler Day captured dashcam footage of the walls of flames as he drove through the blaze on Highway 128 and Steel Canyon Road in Napa. This is what he saw. In what looks like a scene from an apocalyptic movie, Tyler drives through the raging fire to safety, capturing this terrifying footage of the burning forest along the way. From the threat of falling trees to melted roadways and blocked paths, driving through a raging fire is obviously extremely dangerous. Luckily, Tyler was able to make it out alive. Music. Sadly, the same can't be said for others, as the fire complex claimed the lives of 6 people and injured another 5 as the flames engulfed entire communities in California. At the time of the recording, the Hennessy fire was 0% contained, and it wasn't until October 2nd of that year that the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection announced that the entire complex had been extinguished.